Hello and welcome to today's program titled Genealogy Users 55 and Older in Cincinnati, Ohio and the Public Library. My name is Stacy Books and I will be your presenter today. So first we'll start out with the basics. What is genealogy? Morgan describes genealogy as the scholarly study of a family's line of descent from its ancestors, during which one develops an understanding of the family's historical context and documents its history and traditions. Some basic sources that are available to you are often found in public libraries. Birth and death certificates are often found through online databases such as Heritage Quest Online and Ancestry.com Library Edition. If your local public library has purchased these databases, you will be able to use these free of charge. Some other basic resources that are available to you are maps, especially of the local area, land and property indexes, and newspapers. Oftentimes, libraries are the only places to view newspapers, whether they've been digitized or microfilmed. If you were looking for a specific ancestor in a local area, your local public library is a great place to start. So why genealogy is great for you, the public library user 55 and older. The Ohio Department of Development age projections for those 55 years and older in 2010 are almost 200,000 people. The Public Library of Cincinnati and Hamilton County, which serves all of Hamilton County and really greater Cincinnati, has programs targeted specifically for your age group. And these also include extensive genealogy resources and programs, which we'll see on the next slide. So this is the Public Library of Cincinnati and Hamilton County website, and specifically their 55 and older online website. And one of their most popular links are their genealogy resources, and here it explains that the genealogy department in the main library downtown is open 7 days a week. They have an experienced staff available for you to ask questions and help you gather your resources. You also will have access to the Joseph S. Stern Jr. Cincinnati Room, which displays local history artifacts in a climate-controlled atmosphere. So what other resources around Cincinnati are available for you? Well, there's the Ohio Genealogical Society, specifically the Hamilton County chapter, which will serve greater Cincinnati, and they've reported that in 2004 their members have exceeded over 6,000. So by now it's pretty safe to say that number has probably risen. There's also the Cincinnati, Ohio Family History Center and the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center. Unlike OGS, you do not have to be a member of an organization to use either of these last two resources. They are available for you for free to visit with experienced staff and resources that are available to you. So with all these available resources, you may be wondering, what is there left for me to do? If there's already resources available at the local public libraries and other institutions around Cincinnati, what is there left? And so the library has decided to go on a road trip and would like to invite you along. We've designed a brand new program this year that will cater to participants 55 years and older, and we are calling it the Cross Country Genealogy and Family History Project 2012. We will be eventually going on an excursion to the Family History Library in Salt Lake City, Utah. But before that, we will have a pretty extensive program. It is a 6-month project that we have lined up for you, but the culminating project will end with the Family History Library in Salt Lake City. So why the Family History Library? Why are we going all the way to Salt Lake City? Well, Warren & Warren have written a pretty extensive guide to the Family History Library. And in it, they explain that it is the world's largest collection of genealogy resources, and that although the Family History Library is largely funded by the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints, everyone is welcome to use the library. You do not have to be affiliated with the church or any specific organization, as it is used by over 2,400 researchers from around the world each day. The Family History Library also possesses over 350,000 printed materials, which are quite a lot to go through. A little bit more about the project this year. It is completely library funded. Participants will not be monetarily obligated or responsible for any part of the project. That includes the money for the flights out to the Family History Library, the boarding, any expenses will be paid by the library. Due to the amount of money, the library can only take a limited number of participants, so we ask that only very interested and dedicated participants sign up. We do ask that those who sign up are beginners. You're brand new to genealogy, or you've only dabbled in it, as I'll explain on the next slide. We will be conducting several months of basic introductory genealogy classes, so we ask that only beginners sign up. Here is a breakdown of the 6-month project. The first 2 months in April and May will be our beginning genealogy classes that are held 3 days a week at the library. Here you'll be working with our experienced staff and researching and gathering your official documents, asking questions. The 3rd and 4th months, June and July, we'll be visiting local organizations. We'll also be continuing our genealogy classes at the library, but we will be focusing on more hands-on approach. So we will be going to the aforementioned Cincinnati, Ohio Family History Center and the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center. Here we'll be listening to presentations by their experienced staff and continuing to research and gather family history information. August, the 5th month, we'll be planning the trip and getting ready for the trip to the Family History Library. We will leave on September 1st and we'll be there for 2 weeks. And when we return after our 2-week road trip, we will be holding the Cross Country Genealogy and Family History Project 2012 Memorial Night. So this will be held at the end of September, and we will have it open to the public. It will be held at the library, and what we're asking our participants to do is put together a portfolio of all their research that they've gathered over the last 6 months, including stories, although we will not ask you to share personal stories about your family, only if you wish to. And also open the floor to question and answer sessions, hopefully gathering buzz for next year's project, which we hope, if it all goes well, we can expand to invite more members to go on the Cross Country Project 2013 next year. We will also ask you that with your new knowledge and expertise that you would work with library genealogy staff to put to put your take on which genealogy materials you think we should add to the library's collection. We would like to update both printed materials and online digitized materials as well. So we will be asking for your input on that. Okay, that concludes today's presentation. We thank you all for attending and remind you that you please sign up as soon as possible. Thank you.